Figma multi-edit is a way to edit the same element across multiple frames. So whether you want to update the same text which is used across lots of different frames, or add an icon to the same place across lots of different components, or retrospectively take a bunch of similar elements and turn them into components which you'd forgotten to do before you started designing, you can now do all of that. And Sho and the team at Figma have been working on this for absolutely ages. I think they sent out a tweet which said it's been in the works for years. So it's amazing that this finally dropped kind of out of nowhere earlier this year. It's clearly taken loads and loads of engineering work to get it to where it is, and you have to commend the team, it's absolutely flawless. But there are a few things I think could be a little bit better. So in this video, I'll tell you all about them, so keep watching. So the way it works is this. If you've got an element selected, you click this icon here up at the top, and it will select all matching instances. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Command-Option-A on a Mac, or if you're within a component, you use the keyboard shortcut Q to select all of the matching elements across the component variants. And then the third way to do it, which I think is the most interesting, is if you just hold Shift and drag over a selection of frames, it will select the matching elements across all of those frames. So this is great because you don't have to select absolutely everything in your file, especially if you're working in a particularly cluttered file with frames all over the place. It means you know you're not editing things that you don't want to. Now, the reason I'm so excited for this is kind of how I've been working in Figma for a really long time anyway, but I've been relying on plugins for this multi-editing workflow. And the plugins I've been using so far are Simulator, which is an amazing plugin where you fire it up and you just have to select a few different properties which are specific to the elements that you want to select, and then it will select all of those matching similar elements across your canvas. And Master by Gleb, which is a really useful plugin for turning things into components if you forgot to do that at the beginning, or relinking instances to a different component if you've had to move them around. And the reason I've been using tools like this already and why I'm so excited for multi-edit is because this way of working in Figma, where you kind of duplicate your frames for each iteration of something, like maybe you've got different ideas for where things should be, it's kind of a no-brainer. It allows you to see your past work and look back at what something was a few revisions ago, and it's so easy to just grab a frame and hit Command-D to duplicate it. But also, because you're doing interface design, you might have to capture the different states of a flow. So maybe you've got a modal which has an error state, a success state, a pre-filled state. This multi-edit feature basically lets you select everything across all of those states and edit it. So the biggest problem I have with multi-edit as it stands right now is it doesn't respect instance overrides when you create a component. And this is the thing that Master is so good at. So let me show you an example. Here we've got a bunch of different elements and we haven't turned them into a component yet. So using Figma's multi-edit, we can grab all of those and make them into a component. But you'll see the fill color is kind of set to one of those fills as a default. Whereas if we do the exact same process with Master, it actually respects those and it makes a main component, but the instances still have the fill color as an instance override set. So this is quite a niche use case, but it's something which for me has been annoying enough to not get rid of Master completely. And I should say here, Master is a paid plugin. I'm not being sponsored by Gleb to talk about it. I just think it's one of the most useful things you can pay for if you're already using Figma, especially for stuff like relinking components. Anyway, that's all from me in this video. I just wanted to jump on and talk a bit about multi-edit. It's kind of crazy that this feature just dropped. It's the kind of thing that you'd think they might be saving up for Config, which is their big annual conference if you don't know. And they just kind of dropped it without any warning. And this is what I love about the Figma team. They constantly are shipping improvements to their design tool, which just makes it easier and more efficient to become an interface designer and do it really quickly. So I personally can't wait to see what they've got coming next. I've heard rumors of responsive prototypes that might be dropping in a few weeks. Who's to say? We'll find out soon, I'm sure. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please do hit the like button or share it with a friend, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.